Hello, welcome back up to the plot. It's midsummer now, early July, and to be honest I've taken my foot off the gas a little bit. Weeds are going mental on the plot. Everything is covered in a layer of weeds and I really should have kept on top of it, but just haven't, through laziness, work commitments and laziness again, I would say. But I'm up here, I'm having a go. I've been harvesting some vegetables, the broccoli or calabrese, whichever you want to call it. I think it's pretty much the same. I've been having that, cracking that is. I definitely grow that again. My onions are in tip-top form, although they are dancing with weeds. But they're doing really well actually. And what else is doing really good? Cabbages are not too bad, I'm taking one today. But apart from that, everything is just sort of, you know, okay-ish. My potatoes have suffered really bad with this dry weather. We just haven't had any rain for ages, and because I haven't been up here for a while, I haven't been able to water them. I'll take you up in a minute and show you how sorry they're looking. But apart from that, it's just trying to stay on top of the weeds. But at least I'm getting a bit of payback, so to speak. I'm harvesting a couple of vegetables and yeah, cooking them on the evening. So good times. Anyway, I'll take you up the plot. Okay, there are the onions. Like I said, they're living happily side by side with the weeds, but then again the whole plot is. So just kind of excuse the weeds, so to speak. But they're doing really well. Really happy with those. Right, as you can see, my beetroot again, they're kind of infested with weeds, but like I said, I just haven't been up here for ages. I took my foot off the gas and just let everything get on top of me. But they're doing okay. Let me see if I can focus in on that one there. There you go, you can see the shoulders on him poking through the earth. So he should be a good one. Right, those are my leeks. Now, when I planted those, I didn't think they'd take at all, simply because they were the thickness of a hair. I know everyone's been saying, oh, you've got to plant them when they're, you know, once they get to pencil thickness size. Well, I just bunged them in. And to be honest, they're doing okay. So I'm well chuffed with them. Yep, should have some decent leeks. Okay, so there's the spinach. I finally freed it from its cage. I'm just going to let it do its thing now. And quite happy with that. First time I've grown spinach, so fingers crossed. Okay, what I haven't shown you before is my butternut squash, which I planted in one of the main beds, just for reference. And that is just not moving really. It's about the same size as it was 3 weeks ago. That there is a squash of sorts. I don't know the name or variety. I know what they look like. They look like tiny flying saucers is the nearest description I can give you. They're yellow in colour and they've got like a crumpled edge, if you see what I mean. Anyway, those have gone in, they haven't shifted. French climbing beans. Oh yes. Finally moving. Finally having a go up the sticks. That's what I want them to do. So I'm really happy with these. There are my leeks again. Now, before I turn around, brace yourselves people, because the potatoes are looking really sorry for themselves. I think that's just due to lack of water. We've hardly had any rain up here for certainly 2 or 3 weeks, and I've been watering them when I can, but obviously not enough. And so when I came up today, they were screaming at me, "We're thirsty." So fingers crossed they they pick up a bit. It's supposed to rain on Friday in 2 days' time, so that'll do me. So here are the remains of my calabrese. In the last video I've shown you them. I've since harvested most of them. As you can see, the main heads have been cut off, and I'm just waiting for those little side shoots to fatten up and give me another meal. There's that one there which is going to seed. I'm not going to pick it because I think it's just too far gone, but I've got loads at home. I've got about another 6 plants at home which are all about that size and producing the flower head. So that one's just going to have to be for the birds, I suppose. So here are my broad beans. They're doing okay. They're not the healthiest crop, I have to say, but I've got some at least. Now, in the last video I pointed out that I think it was 4 of these had gone to seed, these cabbages. There they are. Those are 2 calabrese which I've just planted and taken out the cabbage that had gone to seed. There's a couple there that I've got to harvest, and one there that I've got to harvest. So yeah, 4 seem to be doing okay. I forgot to show you my giant sunflower. I think I should have had him in the ground months before this because he's still quite small, but he's coming on. There are other sunflowers on other plots up here which are 4 foot tall already, but hopefully he'll put on a spurt and I'll get a big sunflower. And finally, a flower area. Dahlia, those, lupins, all coming on, but no flowers yet. Dahlia, it's got a few flower buds, but they haven't opened up yet. And that's one of my cabbages that I've harvested. Looking a bit wilty now because I've had him on the table for about the past hour or 2 while I've been frantically de-weeding the plot. But I'll take him home tonight and I'll have him in due course. So the plot is paying dividends. I've had the calabrese, cabbage, broad beans aren't far off. I've had a couple of lettuce. So good times. Right, that's another plot update. Thank you for tuning in if you have. I'm getting ready to go home. I'm tired. I've done a bit of weeding. I've watered the whole plot. Let's pray for some rain. Try and save my potatoes. Come on. I need them to perform this year. Alright, I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.